to dark. We begin by being pulled through, end by being pushed toward. All between this goes a shimmering whether you like it or not. A single strand of silk begins in the dim inner workings of a mere caterpillar that lives its transient life loving white mulberries. A single thread, so fine, so slight, so implausible to hold between clumsy fingers, a cord spun of molecular stars, is this as delicate as life. How easily tangled is this, begotten from being itself in transit. The caterpillar cannot resist the burgeoning of the moth within, succumbing to a transformation that one day will no longer busy itself in thread, nor even white mulberries. Silk demands patience should it also be reworked from its natural state. It is with great care that we clasp this single thread, lest we never know its beauty entwined. It is with great care that we clasp this single thread, lest we never know its beauty entwined. In the interweaving and spindling that single thread is maintained, yet in a braided communion of thread upon thread, here becomes a brilliant strength. Tell me now how the silk is as delicate as life, or as resilient, or as carefully wrought. Somewhere in a distant golden sunlight, the weaver contemplates well-worn prayer beads, themselves in orbit with thread. We were bound to a cord before birth, and as it was cut, we were given light, another cord. The beginning is a confusion, then it is with greater urgency that we join the fabric of being. At times threadbare, we are beholden to the night, yet still woven true. The pattern is just darker here. The color of a day does not diminish the shine of our singular strand, yet without that strand, the day's hue is that much diminished. The weaver takes into consideration our fleeting wisps, completes our circuits on the loom. These are the hands of guidance that will ensure our passage to be all a glimmering in the light. To impossible fingers which have escaped time we entrust the sum of our being, furthered into alignments of fiber and bone and homelands that will outshine constellations, tracing the contours of engraved names. We are a momentary sensation of recognition that all these letters have been our cloaks before and will be our shrouds again. The weaver, roadside and not minding the dust kicked up by the legion of passing scooters, carries on. Her betel nut-stained teeth only make her smile greater in the distance. She sings a song of ancestors as horns blare, and plastic odes imported from glittery shores seek to compete. Yet none can outsing the gentle raspy consonants woven in the weaver's golden tongue. Her eyes have seen kings deposed and tyrants elevated, only to find that, in the end, there is always silk to be sorted, spun, dyed in the color of today, and given to you. It's all in the rhythm she keeps, all in the skin's wrinkles that will soon be smoothed back into still waters, fertile for lotus blossoms. Days end in darkness, and lights parade through the valleys of ancients and Manhattan alike. We draw threads closer to us that we may be warmed against the shadows. Yet may we hearken to the weaver's song, though we begin in the dark and end by being pushed through it. All becomes eternal when we are wove deep with countless other souls who all spun out of the darkness from the belly of a caterpillar no less, and together come to see the light of day, to take our place at once in the tapestry from which the first stitch was ever sewn, guided by the intuition of the stars themselves, all a shimmering.